Hello, today is a special session. Our pastor, who is currently in Seoul due to his ministry work, asked me to prepare and discuss various aspects of our church's evangelism camp with the members from our district who are also involved in the preparations for our organization and our church. So today's session was originally supposed to be simple. However, when it comes to such discussions, things tend to get a bit lengthy due to our enthusiasm, and that's what happens with substitutes as well. In any case, today's scripture is the one we looked at during our recent sessions. Let's take a look at Philippians 1:36. We'll read it together. I thank my God every time I remember you. In all my prayers for all of you, I always pray with joy because of your partnership in the gospel from the first day until now. Regarding Philippi, as Pastor mentioned earlier, it was originally associated with King Alexander's father, Philip, who had ambitions for conquest in the east. What were those ambitions? They were about conquering the east, meaning the region where Macedonia, which is now in the vicinity of Iraq and Iran, is located. In today's context, when we talk about which area is more civilized, where would you say that is? When we talk about civilization today, Europe is more well known, right? However, during the time when the Bible was being written, specifically in the Old Testament era, not the New Testament era, Europe was, for lack of a better term, a land of the ignorant. They simply considered which region was more civilized. In reality, the more civilized region was, in fact, in the area of Iraq and Iran. As you may know, in the times of the Bible, it was the Old Testament era. And during that time, the region I'm talking about was, in fact, in Iraq and Iran. Iraq is where ancient Babylon was located, and Iran corresponds to Persia. So, between Iraq and Iran, there were two great rivers, the Tigris and the Euphrates. The Tigris River, which is mentioned in Genesis 2:14 as the Hiddekel, is one of those rivers. Then there's the Euphrates. Now, where do we find the rivers, Hiddekel and Euphrates? They're down there next to the Nile River.